Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video, I'm going to be reading blurbs on the back of my favorite collections of books. And if you're probably wondering, my adult throat is coming through. Okay, let's just go on. So we have this book first. Turn around. Mildred Hubble is the worst witch at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches. She's always getting her spells wrong, but she manages to get by until she turns Ethel, the teacher's pet, into her deadly enemy. I've never read that book before, but I've been wondering, is there a film of it? Yeah. Then we have The Worst Witch Saves the Day. So, the blurb is, something is up at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches. Mildred Hubble's new form teacher is really weird, or is she? Investigating isn't easy, especially when Mildred's potions go wrong. The class know-it-all insists on being helpful, and her beloved cat is having a nervous breakdown. The Worst Witch and the Wishing Star. Let's read the blurb. Winter term starts surprisingly well for accident-prone Mildred Hubble, the worst witch at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches. But when she wishes on a shooting star, everything begins to go wrong, and Mildred's secret wish lands her in the deepest trouble she's ever known. The Worst Witch to the Rescue. Oh, I dropped it. Mildred Hubble has always been the worst witch at Miss Cackle's Academy, but she just knows this term will be different. She's done the best holiday project ever, and she's sure that the fearsome Miss Hardbroom will be impressed. Even her arch enemy, Ethel Hallow, is being friendly to her, but is it all too good to be true? Will disaster strike again for the worst witch? We have first prize for the worst witch. I've read chapter 1 of this, but not all of it. It's the start of summer term at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches and Disaster Prone. Mildred Hubble has miraculously made it to year 4 without being expelled. She's even secretly set her sights on winning the school's highest honor, to be head girl. All she has to do is stay out of trouble, but when her arch enemy Ethel Hallow starts stirring things up, it looks as though Mildred's good intentions are doomed. Then we have The Worst Witch All at Sea. Let's read the blurb. Mildred Hubble, the worst witch in Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches, can't bear to leave behind her beloved cat Tabby. When the class goes for a week beside the seaside, but keeping Tabby leads Mildred into yet more trouble. Okay, just 2 more blurbs to read of The Worst Witch, and then we're on the Pet Keeper Fairies. We have summer term at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches has just begun, and disaster-prone Mildred Hubble is in deep trouble again, all because of the new girl in it, Nightshade, who isn't nearly as placid as she looks. Then we have a bad spell for the worst witch. Mildred is determined to lose her embarrassing reputation as the worst witch Miss Cackle's Academy has ever seen, but things rapidly get out of hand. Okay, so those are all the worst witch books. So we're moving on to the Pet Keeper Fairies. There's so many books. So, right. We have Katie the Kitten Fairy. Katie the Kitten Fairy is frantic. Jack Frost has stolen all the Pet Keeper Fairy pets, but Kirsty and Rachel just might be able to help. Okay, Bella the Bunny Fairy. Bella the Bunny Fairy has lost Misty, her magical rabbit, and Jack Frost has sent his goblins to capture the tiny pet. Can Kirsty and Rachel help Bella and rescue Misty? Then we have Georgia. Georgia the Guinea Pig Fairy needs help from Kirsty and Rachel. to find her pet, Sparky. Will the girls be able to scare away the goblins and save him? Then we have Lauren the puppy fairy. We have Kirsty and Rachel have their hands full with Bouncer, the puppy. Perhaps he will help them find Lauren's magical missing pet. But can the girls keep the puppies out of the goblins' clutches? Harriet. Jack Frost's nasty goblins are determined to steal Harriet the hamster fairy's magical pet, Twinkle. They've even stolen another pet to lure Twinkle to them. Can Kirsty and Rachel save both hamsters? I got a little itch right here. Okay, then we have Molly. Molly the goldfish fairy must rescue her lost pet. Rachel and Kirsty have promised to help, but the sneaky goblins have got their eyes on other goldfish too. Oh no! Then we have Penny. Rachel and Kirsty must help Penny the pony fairy to find her lost pony, Glitter, before the goblins take him to Jack Frost. But it seems that Jack Frost may get his Whisperer pet after all. This is going to be a long video. Okay, so we've done Worst Witches and we've done the Pet Super Fairies. Now we're on to the Party Fairies. And then we've got one more collection after this. So long. So we have Cherry. Everyone in Fairyland is busy preparing for the King and Queen's 1000th Jubilee, but Jack Frost plans to make trouble by stealing the Party Fairy's magic party bags, and Rachel and Kirsty stop him. I was looking at the camera and I'm like, oh my god, am I still recording? Do I have to do this whole thing again? And if I did, then I'll be like, oh my god. And then we have Melody. Melody the music fairy can't hit the high notes without her magical party bag of tunes, but a tinkling piano and some clashing cymbals might help Rachel and Kirsty to rescue it. We have Grace. Grace the glitter fairy can't bring sparkle to birthday parties without her magic party bag of balloons. But Rachel and Kirsty have a bright idea to keep Grace's glittery bag safe from Jack Frost. We have Honey. Honey the sweet fairy can't make any new sweets without her magic party bag of fairy dust. Can Rachel and Kirsty save it from the goblins so Honey can help the party fizz again? We have Polly. Polly the party fun fairy can't help with pass the parcel without her magic party bag of fun and games. Can Rachel and Kirsty rescue it from Jack Frost in time for the brownies party? Phoebe. Phoebe the fashion fairy can't rustle up pretty party outfits without her magic party bag of sparkly frocks. Can Rachel and Kirsty help her get it from Jack Frost in time for their friend's party? We have Jasmine. Jasmine the present fairy can't conjure up perfect prizes for the street party without her magic party bag of presents. Can Rachel and Kirsty help her to find it before it's all wrapped up? Okay, I'm so glad this is the last collection. We have India. Disaster has struck Fairyland. Jack Frost goblins have stolen the jewels from Queen Titiana's crown. The fairies' magical powers are fading. Can Rachel and Kirsty help them get them back? Scarlet. Scarlet the Jornet fairy can't make things grow and shrink without her magic jewel. When Rachel and Kirsty find some tiny sheep, they think the Jornet must be nearby. Emily. Emily the Emerald Fairy can't see the future without her magic jewel. But when Rachel and Kirsty start catching glimpses of things to come, they realize the emerald can't be far away. We have Chloe. Chloe the Topaz Fairy can't change frogs into flowers or girls into fairies without her magic jewel. But can a fiercely guarded costume shop hold the key to finding the gemstone? Amy. Amy the Amethyst Fairy can't make anything disappear without her magic jewel. When Rachel and Kirsty see parts of the playground vanish, they think they must be on the right track. Sophie. Sophie the Sapphire Fairy can't make wishes come true without her magic jewel. Can a local fountain provide a starting point for Rachel and Kirsty and lead them to the hidden jewel? Lucy. Lucy the Diamond Fairy can't help the fairies fly without her magic jewel. When Kirsty and Rachel spot a glittering star, they find themselves on an adventure to remember. Ooh, that was long. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye!